It's good when what you want that has not yet fully manifested feels good to you, because that means you're allowing it to unfold in a natural and satisfying way. If you want something and you're uneasy about it, then you've got some resistance, which just means you don't believe what you want. And that's all right, because usually when you launch a desire, you don't believe it because it's a new desire that you haven't practiced being in sync with. A belief is just a thought that you continue to think. And so if you are accustomed to noticing your life and there's something missing that you want, and you continue to notice that it's missing, that's what a belief is. It's just something that has your attention, and therefore you're offering continual vibrational support for. And isn't it a normal thing to believe what you're looking at? That's the way you've been taught. You've been taught to be objective. You want to be realistic. Your parents tell you to tell it like it is. You are encouraged to face reality by other humans. We don't encourage that. We don't encourage a facing of reality or an accepting of reality or a continuing practicing of the thoughts of reality, meaning the way you mean reality is manifestations as they now are, because by you looking at what is and continuing, therefore, the vibrational trend of what is, it can't change. It just continues to be the same. Things are always changing. We want to be clear about that, but they change to more of the same because you get what you think about. So if you're thinking about what is, then you're regurgitating, recreating more of what is. And maybe you want it different, which means you've got to offer a different vibration, which means you've got to find some way of offering your vibration other than by just observing and having a knee-jerk response to something. That's what most do. We love you so much, but that's really the lazy way. You look at it, you don't like it, you notice it, you talk with others who also don't like it, you talk about why you don't like it, you hold fast to the vibration of the absence of what you do like by your attention of what you don't want or don't like, and in that process you feel worse and worse because something that you may not know you did, in your sifting through the magnificent data and contrast of your life, when you knew what you don't want, you also know what you did want. You don't feel good because you launched a rocket and the larger part of you is over there in vibrational alignment and resonance with what you're asking for, while you may not be. In order to really understand what we just said to you, you have to accept, you have to at least try to contemplate that you are more than you see in this physical body. You are an extension of source energy, and the source energy part of you from which you have come and focused into this body remains non-physically focused. Your soul, your source, we call that your inner being. So your inner being, when you in your humanness, we love you so much, sift and sort and launch new rockets of desire, new preferences, what happens is your inner being moves immediately in the direction of that new preference. And so there is therefore a potential of there being a vibrational split between you and you who's still focusing on what is, and your inner being who's focusing upon the new intention, the new desire, the newfound vibration. So then what happens as you have launched this new desire and the larger part of you is focused upon the new desire? If you don't focus in the direction of the new desire, you feel the discord. It's like a sort of tug of war going on within you. As your inner being is focused upon what you're asking for, your inner being is focused upon the new that is in the state of becoming. If you don't do that, you don't feel good. And so it's important to understand that your inner being does not look back at where you are. Your inner being always looks forward where the creating is, because your inner being understands that the law of attraction is responding to what you are giving your attention to. The law of attraction is responding to what your inner being is giving attention to. And you and your inner being are really one who have the potential of two perspectives, but your inner being will never look at what you think is wrong, ever. So when you do, you cause an unnecessary vibrational split or discord or resistance within you, and that's what negative emotion is. Your inner being will not join you in your worrisome thoughts. So once you understand that, and you understand that you are constantly having new exposure to new life, which is causing you to launch new rockets, and that your inner being is focused upon those new rockets of desire, and that the law of attraction is responding to this powerful focus of your inner being. Now think about what that means. Your inner being, this source that is really who you are, is now focused on your behalf on what you want. How wonderful is that? And the law of attraction is responding to every vibration and every source of vibration. Every thinker of every thought is being answered by the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is responding to your thoughts, which may be worrisome, maybe not, and the thought of your inner being, which is never worrisome. It's always forward looking. It's always progressively looking. It's always looking toward what you have newly asked for. So as your inner being is looking at what you want, the law of attraction is therefore gathering all of the cooperative components to what you want, lining up everything for you to discover along your path of least resistance. Ooh, hear those words. Your path of least resistance, you just got to know, is the path that your inner being is focused upon. Your inner being is paving the way, clearing the brush, getting everything ready for you for your discovery of it. It's a wonderful path of ease and flow, but you humans, you are so determined to struggle in order to justify your existence. And so you'll choose the hard way, usually because you think it will bring you more reward. The path of least resistance is the path of most satisfaction, because what the path of least resistance means is you've asked for it, your inner being is all over it, the law of attraction is responding to your inner being, the pathway is clear for you, and if you are in vibrational sync with your inner being, then impulses are occurring to you that are leading you joyfully and with confidence in the direction of what you want. And a life like that is really a lovely state of being, where you receive an impulse, feels good to you, you're wise enough to know that this good feeling means that there's no resistance within you right now. So that must mean you're in sync with your inner being, and your inner being is in sync with your desire and all of the cooperative components, which means you're up to speed with who you are. You're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and the thoughts that are therefore occurring to you under those conditions are flowing right to you from source, who sees the big picture, and off you go with confidence in the direction of what you want. And that's what you would call living happily ever after. It's what we call deliberate creation. It's what we call being who you really are, doing what you came to do. It's what we call you understanding the laws of the universe, you understanding who your inner being is, you understanding your relationship with your inner being, you understanding what your emotional guidance system is, you caring about the way you feel, and here it is, most important of all, you not beating up on yourself for where you are, but instead satisfied with where you are as you are eager about where you're going. No regrets, no justification, no defensiveness, no explanation about where you are. Oh, inner being, thank you for holding the vision of where I want to be, but I think I will just stay over here, beat it up on myself a little while longer, because I didn't get there sooner, or because I didn't know about it sooner, or because I have habits of thought that are in my way. Your inner being isn't giving you any attention when you feel that way, because your inner being never, ever, 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 ever asks for one moment of justification from you.